a good call. Sorry, I'm just getting last.
Hey guys, this is Ian with Team Legit, and this is going to be a video demo of the Night Eagle camera by Runcam. This is basically my new favorite camera. It's definitely not applicable in all situations and scenarios. I would probably go with the Runcam Swift, or Swift 2, or Swift Mini, any of those PCO 420M based cameras for kind of general purpose. Even a little bit of low light, they're pretty good, but this thing is just so cool at nighttime.
There he is.
So this is just going to be a mixture of me commentating and then just some of the audio playing through from flying. We went to Arizona a few weekends back to pick up a whole production run of mini Drax from Chris Click at Right Wing. And
oh my God, you can see the flashlight on the ground from so far
That's
away.
so cool.
Look at the
I can see it.
See my shadow?
I can see it.
we were able to do some flying with him out there, which was an absolute blast. Chris is fortunate enough to have a workshop that opens up right onto a large open industrial expanse, which is a great place to do some flying.
I'm heading out to the moon from about 800 feet away here. I'm going to turn around and look at the ground as I head back.
We're doing nighttime.
Oh, damn, look at that.
This is a Night Eagle.
Look at what's on the ground.
Oh, that's
The
so
flashlight, yeah.
No, my shadow from the moon.
I know, you got a moon shadow from your airplane.
Cool. That's pretty neat.
So this Night Eagle, it's about $80, which is pretty expensive for a board camera, especially compared to what we're used to. But it is the most sensitive thing that I'm aware of for night flying.
Josh, where are you
Down
at?
in the trench.
Oh, Josh is in the trench.
You should be able to see me.
Ian, if you hang a right, you should be able to see him.
I see him. Look on my video feed.
How could you not?
How could you not? Exactly.
Oh, you guys driving the trench? Yeah. There's
There
a
you go.
huge trench behind our shop that's like 20 feet deep and about 30 feet wide.
Josh is flying a Team Legit 6D here, which he's covered with night lights.
Light illuminates him.
I'd have to turn my lights off.
Yeah, turn
Do
your
it.
lights off, Josh.
You went dark.
Wait.
No, I can see him.
I'm trying to hit him with the flashlight. It's harder than it seems.
So, it might be apparent by now, but the Night Eagle is a black and white only camera. You can fly it during the daytime. It's perfectly fine. It's just going to be black and white at all times.
Josh is on, right on top of you. Look, do you see that light coming at us? The top one, that's Ian and Josh.
Okay.
I can see his light on the ground.
That's so crazy.
Oh, wait, you mean
So this night is a full moon.
Josh almost
So in that sense, it's very good conditions.
illuminated.
But not, like,
Hi, Josh.
come at us. and
But this is near Phoenix, Arizona, and there was no cloud cover this night. In fact, the air was very clear. So although you can see some lights from the city, there was very low light pollution in the sense that there was very low reflection, such as up on clouds, back down again. So when you see wide open ground here, this is akin to how bright you would be able to get an image, say, let's say out in the desert or out in the wilderness with no lights, so long as there was a moon.
Headlights for the drag.
You should see my video.
All right, there they come. Come down.
You can
Come
see
down.
his shadow.
Come down the road, guys.
Awesome.
Chris, what do you charge for the headlight upgrade?
Right now, it's
It's
just.
a light wing RC.
Me, I would make it out of white foam and light the whole nose up.
There you go.
I can see the flashlight.
Bouncing around.
Yeah.
Thing
Here they
is,
come.
Josh, I think you can go a little slower than I can.
They're coming in.
Pick it up a little bit.
Whoa, the Drac is... Oh! Dude, your whole top of your plane was green. You were directly underneath it. You were like 1 foot.
So as you can tell here, we're having a lot of fun. I really enjoy night flying. It's very easy to find other aircraft, even if they only have very limited LED setups on them, because
There you are, you fucker.
it's just so obvious where everyone is.
The Drac combat. Whoa!
Oh, fuck! It's hit!
That was a hit! Did Josh go down?
Big time. Oh, parts everywhere. You lose orientation.
So that was the tragic demise of Josh's 60 there. Hopefully he'll get it back up and going.
Would you hit him from underneath?
He hit me. He self-pwned.
So this camera does have a very wide field of view. I don't know exactly what the field of view is in degrees. It might be 140, but it's a 2.5 millimeter lens, but that's actually not comparable to other cameras that would be described as having 2.5 millimeter lenses. The common sensor size for these little board cameras that we typically use is, I believe it's 1/3 of an inch. And the sensor on the Night Eagle is either 1/2 inch or 1/1.8 inches across, which means it's a much larger sensor. So anybody who's accustomed to DSLR photography and using APS-C cropped sensors versus full-frame sensors, when you change the sensor size, you change the lens millimeter equivalent of field of view. So, although you can fit standard lenses to the, although standard lenses will physically mount to the Night Eagle, if you use a regular board camera lens, what will happen is you'll get a pinhole effect where you can see through the middle of the frame, but the outside is a black circle. So in order to get the full vision out of the camera, you do need to use special lenses made for larger sensors. And a 2.5 millimeter lens on a camera like this will visually be a much larger field of view than a 2.5 millimeter lens on a 1/3 inch board camera.
Is anybody standing in the road?
Johnny's coming around the corner now.
So the opposing video in this demonstration is a GoPro 4 Hero Black. I've got it set to 30 frames a second. I may have had the ISO capped at either 1600 or 3200, I'm not sure which. But this is about as good as GoPro footage is going to get in these lighting conditions, and you can see that the Night Eagle just reveals an entirely different world that the GoPro just has no chance of picking up.
Right, but just center on the street right here.
Yeah.
Get yourself lower back up, you know. So
There's a headlight out there in the distance. You see it?
In fact, the Runcam, the Night Eagle is so sensitive that when it looks at the city lights, it often dims the exposure compared to wide open fields.
Better on the street than they do in
Yeah.
dirt.
No, I'm doing it from now on.
I landed.
I would rather land on asphalt than the dirt.
So in my experience so far, I've had a really great time with this camera. As I said, I have flown with it in daytime just for convenience sake. And it's okay in the daytime. I mean, you do certainly lose something when you lose color in terms of the immersive factor, but it's, you know, it's not a problem to fly in the daytime. It does suffer a little bit from aliasing in the same way that the regular Eagle does. Although because it's black and white, it's not nearly as apparent, and you don't get quite the same level of ants crawling across the screen as you do with the regular Eagle.
Voltage will be half, but that's okay.
It won't work.
It'll work.
So in summary, I love this camera.
It'll be excellent.
No, it won't. He's like thinking, so